What's happening, YouTube? I got a smirk. I really do. After reading some of the comments on my last video and rewatching it, I have to giggle because I know it looks kind of bad. I get all worked up. I get it. But honestly, the chances of me getting in trouble here are almost zero, right? I get it. You know, I got a pretty good vantage point. So if I see trouble coming, I just walk back in the house. If I'm watering or whatever, it's not that hard to avoid something if you're trying to, you know. And if you're looking for trouble, it ain't hard to find it either. And I'm not. I'm really not. But when I tell those stories, I get into it, right? And I get a little animated. I get a little excited because it riles me up. It's not my fucking nature. That light is bugging me. It's not my nature to get all riled up like that. I hate being keyed up. I do. I much prefer laughing over some silly dog shit or some kid shit, right? Not getting all wound up over some people with a fucking drug problem. Because that's what it is. I got no hatred or ill will in my heart towards none of these people in this park. They're just broken and lost. You know, I'm just not very patient when it comes to putting up with nonsense, and I got a couple nice things that I worked hard for. I don't want any of that getting fucked with. And usually cowards are quick to fuck with your shit rather than fuck with you. Right? And I don't need that. Nobody does. So I'm just going to try to be quiet. Like I said, when I see nonsense out front, I go in the backyard. When I first moved in here, I didn't have a fence. I put that fucking fence up. So now I got a place, I got a little sanctuary. You guys see my yard? I love it back there. I chill out, do whatever the fuck I want to do, turn the music on, the dogs run around. I got no reason to be walking around with the people in the neighborhood, so I don't. And I haven't for a long time. You know, if it wasn't for me being out front at the wrong place at the wrong time kind of thing, I would have never saw this dummy chasing after his girl, and this whole situation in these videos would have never taken place, right? It's just circumstance. I'm in control of my destiny, and there's no way I'm not going to let this kid or any member of his family jeopardize my life or my freedom, right? So please do not worry for Johnny O. I appreciate the concern. And if you watched the last video and you didn't watch it all the way to the very end when I turned it down, well, I could see why you were concerned. But if you watched it all the way to the end, I was chilled. You know, I just was blowing off some steam and sharing it with you guys, right? I wasn't out in the streets yelling and screaming, shoot me. Been there, done that. I ain't doing that no more, right? One of the reasons why I quit drinking. It's too easy to do something stupid because your inhibitions are for shit, right? Your fuse is real short. Liquid courage, call it whatever you want to call it. But the fact is, when you're drunk, you're way more prone to get in trouble because you're going to use poor judgment. You really will. And you know it. You know, and I did on more than one occasion. Dipshits here, did it with a friend, right? So I learned my lesson. You know, I haven't had one sip since the 4th of July, and since the first of the year, I only drank 3 times. And one of the 3, it blew up in my face. So that's it. I learned my lesson for the last time when it comes to the booze. There's plenty of other lessons to learn, though, every day. There most certainly is. Patience is one I'm really working on. Patience. Then it keeps me from running my mouth, sticking my nose where it don't belong. Maybe had I watched that dummy with that girl long enough, it would have diffused itself without me saying nothing, right? You know, just when I heard his mom say, leave her alone, and I thought she was a stranger, I was like, oh, well, fuck, man. everybody's hollering at this kid. Nobody's doing nothing. If I'd known it was his fucking mommy, I wouldn't have said shit. But, you know what they say about hindsight. That's okay. Like I said, do not worry. Johnny's no dummy. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'll be at Misfit Island by this time next year for sure. Shit, if I really had it my way, I'd have it done by the election. But man, that's a Hail Mary if I ever fucking heard one. Because that's way too soon. I could find something and buy something if the fucking pension got off their ass, but there's no way I'd be out of here by then. But you never know. If I put it up for the right price, it'd sell overnight. Short escrow, I could be out of this house in 2 weeks. Realistically. So I could be gone before the election. Phew, man, that would be a dream come true, because I'm not fearful, but I'm confident. And man, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm pretty fucking confident the shit's really going to get deep after the election. Ain't going to be nothing. What's going on now is going to be nothing compared to what we're going to be dealing with after the election. What that is, I have no clue. None. What's coming. I think the stock market's what you need to really watch. That's why I say save for a rainy day. Because if the stock market shits itself, you think the jobs lost because of the virus was bad? That's nothing compared to the stock market. Because then that's the big companies, right? That employ thousands and thousands of people. I mean, yeah, we got a couple million or whatever the fuck it is unemployed right now. But that'll quadruple overnight. If we hit the Great Depression, motherfuckers will be jumping out of windows again. I have no doubt. Just the shit that Bernie Madoff did cost people lives. Multiply that times 1,000, 100,000. You rich motherfuckers out there that will lose your shit when your wealth evaporates overnight. Because everything you got is mortgaged. So that's the game the rich play. They don't own anything. For a couple different reasons, but the fact they don't own anything when the shit hits the fan, which it hasn't done since the 30s, right? That means because they don't own it, it goes away. Houses, cars, all that shit goes away. And if you ain't got a job, can't make them payments, poof. All 3 of my vehicles in my house I got the titles in the safe. Fuck you. Just saying. I got it. Quite good size savings for a rainy day. Just saying. Tools, all the rest of it. I practice what I preach. You know? This little drama with the kid in the neighborhood's nothing compared to after the election. Man, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Because then it'll be smoother. I won't be out there looking for a house during a fucking shitstorm. Whether it be a pandemic or a bunch of people riled up because the wrong person's president. Whichever one gets elected. If even the 2 that are running make it to election day, are you fucking kidding me? At this rate, who knows who's going to even be running? Gee. I mean, is this not what happened? Why did it get so dark? Whoa. Is this not a made-for-television movie we're living in? Or a science fiction movie or some kind of fucking weird shit? It's bizarre. It really is. I find it extremely entertaining, though. As long as I don't let it get under my skin, the wheels spin. I think about opportunities that are going to get made for the people that are in the right place at the right time Just like I keep saying, you know how many millionaires were made during the Great Depression? You know, that whole thing about the picks and shovels in the gold country. Those are the millionaires now, not the dummies that were looking for the gold nuggets, right? That wealth came and went. But the people that Levi Strauss, Wells Fargo, the companies that blew up because of the gold rush, they're still up and running, man. Right? Selling those picks and shovels, Ace Hardware, whatever. That's the smart play. But you got to be positioned and you got to be ready to pull the trigger when the time comes. And the opportunity's coming. That's always in the back of my mind. That's why I want to get on property with timber. Sawmill ain't shit. I get rid of that Denali. There's a sawmill right there. Paid for in full. And if I want to get a real nice one, I'll dump the caddy and the Denali and I'll get a brand new hydraulically operated pick up the log one for me. I don't give a fuck, 20 grand. Whatever. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I really am. The videos that'll be coming are going to be fun. Yes, they will. Because then I can be a smart ass and do silly shit and have fun with it. You know, every YouTube channel that blows up, there's always some good comedy involved. Yeah. Comedy of errors. That's Johnny O. I'm all about it. Laugh at my mistakes all day long. Yep. I just tried to come out here, lighten the mood, so y'all aren't worried, right? I am in a good headspace. Things are getting better every day. And I had to switch the glasses because my eyes are kind of staring at the screen too much. Them pink ones sometimes, even though they're scripts, they, I don't know. If I wear them too much, they fuck with me. And I got to put some, because these are scripts too. Anyway, you don't give a fuck about my glasses. All right, now I'm just rambling. So I'm going to get off of here. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to do my best. It started off pretty good. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't continue. Nor should it be bad for yourself. So get after it. Much love and respect as always. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace.